Hello YouTube family, Desiree here with Divine Geomatrix, DG readings. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for December 9th through the 15th for our Pisces. I just want to say thank you for those who are understanding that even though I have put in my description box a certain schedule for my Zodiac sign readings, I'm a little bit behind on those, so I apologize for that. But I do plan on being on schedule for next week with the spirit of the holidays and everything going on in my personal life. Things have been a little bit hectic, but I do appreciate that patience with me and understanding. But I'm going to try to finish this up this week with all of my Zodiac signs. That way I don't leave anyone out. Happy full moon today, guys. We have a full moon in Gemini. And I hope you Pisces are just excited about letting 2019 go and bringing in the new year. I know in my past videos I have brought up the gemstones that correlate with the zodiac signs that I'm doing readings for. So today, since I'm doing Pisces, I want to disclose that your gemstone is moonstone, and this is a rainbow moonstone, so it's a little different from just a regular moonstone. And then this one right here is a regular moonstone. So I have a loose tumbled stone on the deck of the cards just to kind of get that energy, and then also I'm wearing it so that I can provide that clear message for you guys. Moonstone is the stone of new beginnings, and I think it's very fitting the fact that it came into play for this reading, considering it's a full moon and 2019 is almost over, and 2020 is on its way. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. If you, again, for my pendant that I've made, this is for sale. Again, it's a rainbow moonstone. If you want a custom order and have a specific gemstone in mind or specific type of healing needs, go ahead and message me, email me, and if you're following me on Instagram at DG_crystals, go ahead and DM me, and I'd love to help you in any way that I can. I do ship out locally, so if you're in San Diego or local, I'd be happy to ship that out to you. Let me know. Again, if there's any needs that you guys have, whether it's crystals or even a personal reading, I'd love to book a personal reading for you. Just let me know, and we could do that over the phone, or we can do that even video chat, okay? So let's go ahead and get into today's reading. We're going to start by clearing some space with our Palo Santo. Again, for those not very familiar with Palo Santo, it is very similar to sage in that it does clear the energy and the space for just new beginnings and releasing that energy that no longer serves. It is a lighter smell for those sensitive to sage, so I would highly recommend trying Palo Santo if you have a little bit of a sensitivity to that. Okay. Alrighty. The second thing that I want to do is clear some space with my Tibetan singing bowl. So my lovely viewers out there, all that I ask is just to completely breathe in and out and release the energy that no longer serves or no longer has a purpose, okay? Thank you, Spirit. And as always, I'd like to start off with the quote for today. So it says, "Do what you love and love what you do." I think we are probably going to be talking about following your passions, following your dreams, based off of that calendar quote, and then also with the moonstone coming into play, and also representing new beginnings. I think it has something to do with probably following your passions and just starting anew. So let's go ahead and get into this, Pisces. I have pre-shuffled the deck, but I'm I'm being asked to shuffle it about 3 times before I get into this. I do want to disclose I do a 3-card pull. The first card that I pull is your current situation. The second is your how to get through it, and then your third is the outcome. Okay, and I also do read the bottom of the deck as well for the collective energy. And 3. 1, 2, and 3. Wow, guys, I'm getting a lot of pinks. Look at that. Wow. So your collective card at the bottom of the deck is Record Keeper. All of your cards are upside down. Before I even really dive into this reading, I do want to disclose that I use the Native Heart Healing Oracles. Those unfamiliar with Oracle cards versus Tarot, Oracle cards have a lighter vibration and they're a little vague, so that way my viewers out there can apply it to their lives and make it situational based off of what's going on in their own personal realities. So if you have any questions on the readings at any given moment, go ahead and email me at dgcrystals@gmail.com or DM me on my Instagram at dg_crystals. All right, guys. Again, the collective color that I'm getting for you guys is pink. And I think that pink has a lot to do with like your self-love and just unconditional love. I personally am still getting a feel of my cards and kind of like the messages that they relay. So to give you guys the clearest message and the messages from the divine, I would like to read from the book directly. If I need to, I can always cut it a little short and just kind of skim over. But lately I've been reading the whole entry just because it does provide a clearer message for those watching, and they're able to apply it to their own personal lives. So, so the Record Keeper is the card number 4. From my recollection of the number 4, it has a lot to do with knowing that you're not alone. Your guides are right there with you. You know, ask and you shall receive type of ordeal. Stillness is the card 31. And then 3 + 1 is also 4. So you have a double 4 right here. Stillness to me has a lot to do with finding peace in the chaos, finding like some type of like just peace and quiet and serenity in a world full of just chaos and confusion or in any overwhelming emotions. Self-focus is your second card. This is number 23. 23, if you add those two together, that's number 5. 5 is the number of change, new beginnings. This card's really beautiful because the mandala has arrows pointing toward the center, and then the center's kind of illuminating. If you remember what a dartboard looks like, dartboards have obviously a bullseye, right? So what I think of when I see this card is I see that light being the bullseye, and I'm seeing all of these arrows hitting toward the target. So I'm thinking that maybe you're focusing on what it is that you want to do and what your purpose is, and you're really looking toward that target and trying your best to just kind of get all your ducks in a row. It feels like, going back to the first card, it feels like you are so go that you're used to going through the rapid waters and just kind of like going with the flow. But at the same time, Pisces, it's good to find stillness and it's good to find that peace and quiet, because in order to get to your bullseye, in order to get to that main target, you do need to find clarity. You need to regain that clarity. Goddess Butterflies are your third card. 7 and 2, or sorry, the number of this card is 27. 7 and 2 is 9. From my recollection of 9, it has to do with, give me a second, guys. Spirit, what is 9? What is angel number 9? Following your passions, following what your purpose is. When I see the butterfly, I think of like new beginnings, like starting anew. So think of the process of a caterpillar going into a butterfly, right? So they have to cocoon in order to do so, and in order to become this beautiful butterfly. I'm thinking that within that stillness, you guys are kind of cocooning in, or you should be cocooning in order to really get to your purpose and your soul purpose. So, you know, on a spiritual level, all of our purposes, all of our life purposes is predestined. We don't have, that's something that we don't have control over. We only have control over the now. Our guides are always with us, and they're always trying to point us in the right direction to keep us on that journey for spiritual awakening. And it looks like your mission right now is to really dig inside yourself so that you can let go and create that space to become that beautiful butterfly. But you guys need to find that stillness and peace and quiet before you even get there. Guys, I'm feeling like I don't even really need to read the book, but I'm going to do so anyways. I'm just going to kind of skim it over because I really feel that what I just got from this reading is pretty spot on. You're healing. You're healing, and I know that it's scary because sometimes we feel alone, but Pisces, you're never alone. You're never alone, and your guides are very much with you. I've mentioned this in my collective reading for the week. We really have to start within ourselves to create that change, and then collectively, the universe starts to change, because we domino effect it. Once we start to look inwards and we really decide, okay, well, I'm going to start to change. I'm going to, you know, step up and say, all right, well, you know, the change starts within me, right? So it kind of goes back to that quote, and I actually have it in my room. Be the change that you want to see in the world, and that's also a Gandhi quote. So, you know, I think that in order for us to see the change in the world, it does start within ourselves, right? So lead by example, kind of be who you were destined to be, and don't be afraid of it. You're meant to be a butterfly, not just a caterpillar. So don't settle with the caterpillar life that you currently have. Allow yourself to just let go a little bit. Find a great place for you just to ground yourself within that peace and quiet. You know, start to cocoon yourself, and within that cocoon, you're spiritually awakening yourself so that you can start to see what it is that your calling is, okay? Let's go ahead and just skim over whatever the cards do say. Like I said, I think that I'm getting a pretty clear message without the book, which is a great sign that I'm actually studying. So again, all of your cards are upside down, which means that you have yet to be there, but it's okay, because believe me, I know what resistance feels like, and I know what it feels like to want to be in control. But Pisces, it's okay. Just let go. The divine's with you, and if you free fall, I promise you that when you hit that bottom, you're not going to hit yourself flat on the floor. You're going to have this beautiful cushion that's there to carry you. Just trust in the divine that they're going to be the ones carrying you, that they're going to be the ones creating that beautiful platform, that beautiful cushion for you to fall whenever you decide to actually let go, okay? So the 3 points it gives me is calm amidst the chaos, recuperation, and replenish your stores. So already off the bat, I pretty hit it on spot on. It talks about rest and rejuvenation, and asks you to give yourself permission to come up for air. It says, even amidst what feels like a constant overflow of intensity and overstimulation, there's a place of rest and rejuvenation within. This is your place. Cocoon, guys. this frog may choose to be carried away by the fast-moving waters, again, the go, go, go of your life, knowing it will arrive safely at its next destination. Sometimes this fast pace is perfect. However, when it hears its body's need to be still, it can rest upon the lily pads and watching and allowing the rapid waters to rush by, knowing that this too shall pass. So look at your life and all the chaos that's going on around you. Kind of step back a little bit and allow yourself to be in that passenger seat. Allow yourself to rest in that passenger seat and realize that, okay, well, I can't control what's around me, but I can control how I react to the situation and how I respond to the situation. So instead of giving your energies to overcompensate for the chaos that's around you that you cannot control, just sit back and relax and allow yourself to recollect your energies, recollect yourself, and that way you feel rejuvenated for your next step. So 23, the 3 points it gives me is say yes, honor your needs, and consensual relationship. Before I even read any messages from that, I think the consensual relationships talks about being one with your spirit, being one with your mind, body, soul, being one with the fact that you are divine, energetic being, a spiritual being within a human physical body. This is just your crevice. This is just your shell. So if you look within and you see and you give yourself that permission to find that balance of that physical body and also that spiritual body, then everything that you do is one. Everything that you do starts to become for the greater good and with the best intention for not only yourself but also collectively. So it talks about it. This relates to the gift of self-love and self-nourishment. You're being guided to bring focus on yourself as you are embarking on an incredible adventure where you will encounter new levels of self. It is important to gift yourself a daily ritual of self-nourishment and care. Reassess your soul's needs to become the beautiful flower that you are. Notice old ways of falling away. Take time to discover and nurture your aspects of yourself that are quickly becoming your advanced human form. Self-focused mandala speaks of consent. Allow yourself to be loved by another, allow yourself to be seen, and allow the unbridled passion within a relationship without the restrictions of past times. So aside from just the consensual relationship that I was talking about within yourself, it's the book is talking about if you're in a relationship or if you are dating, allow them in a little bit, Pisces. I'm not telling you to let your guard down fully, but it is asking you to allow yourself to be seen and allow yourself to be loved. Sometimes when we aren't at that acceptance of self-love, then we're not allowing others to love us. And that's where we fall short, right? So in a relationship, when you don't love yourself and you love the other person so much, you're forgetting to fill up your cup. Therefore, eventually your energy levels will be depleted, and then you start to wonder, wait, am I giving you too much? And that's unhealthy in a relationship because insecurities and negative thoughts and feelings start to resurface, which is a completely different topic, but I just want to make sure that you guys are aware that, it's okay. It's okay to let them in. It's okay to be yourself. It's okay to be consensual with receiving and giving love. For your outcome, the card is Goddess Butterfly. The 3 points it gives me is transition, nonverbal communication, and soulmate. This card blesses you with love and transformation. It says that you're ready to spread your wings and fly, nurture our precious souls who are awaiting their own transformation. So it's talking about, if you look at the card, it says you will notice the butterfly within the mandala is surrounded by a circle of small pods. These pods represent the souls who are awaiting metamorphosis, and a large part of your journey now is to show them the way. Nurture them as you would yourself. You all have You have all that you need. Now is your time to share your gift with the world. This mandala speaks the language of love. The language is not heard by ears, but quite simply felt by the heart. It's a silent transfer of love as we pass one another, any other. There are no rules, simply love. Open up your heart and take the hand of love as you dive into the depths with another. It is time for your hands to interweave, your hearts to connect, and your souls to smile and as you recognize each other and the journey forward together. That's really pretty. Yeah, with this full moon today, I think that you guys can definitely recharge in this energy and regain a lot of clarity. Meditate, guys. I know it's probably easier said than done, but even a couple minutes, even 5 minutes of your time just sitting in silence and kind of just allowing that monkey wheel to just stop turning for a second and just sit in silence without your thoughts really clouding your judgment and perception, you can really regain that insight on what your soul purpose is, what you're meant to do and be, or who you're meant to be. And then for your collective card, for the record keeper, your 3 points is your divine path, shared learning, and the wisdom of an elder. So far it looks like you guys are on a spiritual journey. You guys are on a spiritual awakening, which is such a beautiful thing. Congratulations, Pisces. I'm super proud of you for that. Although the cards are upside down, I think that you guys are on that road of understanding that you are on a spiritual journey and it's okay to let go. I promise you that once you let go, that fear and that resistance that you guys feel now will not be a problem in the future. It's just learning to trust the divine, learning to trust your guides, learning to trust your angels, learning to trust spirit, whatever you believe in. Just learning to trust that you're not alone and that you have people and you have entities that are right there with you, ready and willing to help you if you ask. Ask and you shall receive, guys. So Pisces, this mandala holds the energy of the great halls of wisdom and brings forth divine guidance of ancient ways. It is a library of divine wisdom that, just as each soul continues to grow, is ever evolving. The great halls also contain divine blueprints, or one's Akashic records. Beyond the earthly plane, the record keeper also contains ancient keys that can unlock sacred teachings from advanced civilizations that inhabit alternative planes of existence. Guys, Pisces, you're meant to domino effect that change. You're meant to help others. You're meant to lead by example. You're meant to assist those in need, heal those in needs. But it starts within ourselves. Like, it starts within you, it starts within your life, and then you can apply it to others. But you have to make that choice to actually let go and create that space. It says, you are being called to higher ways of being into your present life for the greater good. This mandala seeks to unite each person, one at a time, to increase awareness and expansion by harmoniously blending ancient ways within modern times. It is time for you to be aware of the birth of a melodic sound vibration that will sing to the song lines across the globe. I've said this before, if we change within ourselves, we can eventually, and if we find our own personal harmony, we can allow that our world to sing again and be angelic and be one again. But we can't do that unless we do it within ourselves. Okay? So Pisces, I'm really proud of you. I think that you can definitely move forward and really find like a stronger insight on who you are and what you're meant to do. So, hang in there and let go. Hang in there and just love unconditionally, and I promise everything else will follow. So I am going to close off this reading with an affirmation card. I just want to make sure that you guys have something to kind of go back on for the week. And for those unfamiliar with affirmations, they do correlate with chakras. to help you balance not only your chakras, but also it has the crystal healing within these. So I use the Crystal Wisdom affirmations from the Ancient Power of Crystals. And since I'm still learning how to shuffle my cards, I'm just going to pick one without looking. Spirit, help me pick an affirmation card for our Pisces for the week of December 9th through the 15th. There's something in here. Okay. I think this is Fairy Stone. Yeah! Fairy Stone, guys. So, Fairy Stone says, it's good fortune. I am open to receive all the goodness the universe has to offer me at all times in all ways. So if you guys are nervous or wondering what's going on, I would go back to this affirmation and just repeat that to yourself and practice that unconditional love. Practice receiving love. Practice stillness and just sitting in quiet. Self-rejuvenation, self-focus, and then eventually you're going to heal. You're going to lead by example. You're going to be the one that people go to whenever they need help. And that's such a beautiful thing, because guys, this is what I'm doing. Like, not that long ago, I was working a 40-hour job, plus 40-hour plus job, and I was exhausted. I was giving so much of my time and energy into something that, don't get me wrong, I did believe in, but at the same time, it wasn't fulfilling enough for me. It wasn't giving back to my soul. And it's also because I was pushing away my soul purpose, when in reality, I needed to let go. So once I let go, I'm able to do this, guys. I'm able to do readings for you on a regular basis. I'm able to provide those crystals with the healing intention, not only from the crystals itself, but also within my own personal healing touch. I practice Reiki and healing touch. I want to be a spiritual life coach. There's just all these things, and a big part of what I think I need to be doing is providing more spiritual events for you guys. So I have a background with event coordination and business development, and so with that background, I plan on utilizing my resources and knowledge and connections to provide the community with some spiritual events. So guys, Pisces, figure out what it is that you're meant to do. Figure out what your calling is, because I promise you, it's going to be 100% worth it. So just, believe that the universe has amazing goodness for you guys, and that you are never alone, okay? Do what you love and love what you do, guys. I knew that it had something to correlate with this message, considering that we're leaving 2019 and bringing in the new year in 2020. So thank you, Pisces, for being with me. Thank you for subscribing and liking my video. If you guys have had an amazing message or received any kind of insight with this video, go ahead and comment below. I would very much appreciate it. Peace, love always, and namaste. Have a great rest of your week. Happy full moon, and find that meditation and stillness, Pisces. See ya.